We're just going to let that one sit right here. Okay. Is everybody up and running? Is anybody going live? Okay. First Sergeant Dave Burston with the Indiana State Police. I'm here speaking on behalf of the State Police, the Indianapolis Fire Department, State Fairgrounds, emergency personnel that have been here. This has been a unified command, unified response situation. The most important thing to start out with is our heartfelt feelings for the families that have lost loved ones. We have confirmed that 4 people were killed as a result of the high gust of wind that upset all the equipment on the stage, causing critical, deadly injuries to those 4 people. We also know that there were at least 40 people that were injured and transported to area hospitals, including Riley Hospital, Methodist Hospital, as well as Wishart Hospital. The degree of injuries for those people ranges from cuts and scrapes to very serious injuries, and I want to be very frank that there is a possibility that we could have other deaths. We hope that everybody will be praying for those injured people and keep them in your thoughts and prayers. I can also tell you that fair activities for today, which is now Sunday morning, the fair will be closed for today. Nothing will be occurring at the fair. There will be skeleton crews on staff to care for the animals and general things that need to be taken care of. There is an expectation that the fair will resume activities sometime on Monday morning. The first thing that will be done will be a service for the deceased and for their families, as well as for the injured, and the public will be invited to attend that service as we think of all of them and the loss that they are suffering. I want to also confirm information that was put out earlier as far as the help from the Red Cross. Family members that are still looking, if anybody's unaccounted for, if you haven't heard from your loved ones, they can go to redcross.org. That's redcross.org, and click on the Safe and Well button to see a list of people. You can also add information. The members of the public can add information to that if they've not been in contact with somebody. Related to the injured, we feel that there may be some people that self-transported themselves. So that number of 40 injured that I gave you reasonably could be higher than the 40. We are also concerned that somebody could have wandered off from the general area where this tragic occurrence occurred by the stage area, and there is currently, as I speak, an active search of all the grounds to make sure that nobody that was injured could have wandered off and sat down, maybe because they're disoriented or because they're unconscious. So that is going on. If we have any developments on that, we will let you know. There is, as I'm speaking now, members from the State Fair Board, as well as State Police, Indianapolis Fire Department, other emergency personnel that have been here are working on getting a timeline and understanding of everything that occurred. So I'm sure there may be some questions about that. I may not be able to answer them. There is an expectation that later on Sunday morning, sometime between 9 and noon, there will be a press conference that will be held here in this facility at the Farm Bureau building on the State Fairgrounds. We hope to have the specific time later on this morning, and we will give you adequate time for preparation for that. At this time, I can take a handful of questions. I want you to understand that I may not be able to answer them all. I would ask that you identify your station, your name, and please state your question loudly. Yes. Adrian, as far as the volunteers that were on location, you had law enforcement, you had citizens, you had people jumping in to lift pieces of equipment off of the injured and the people that were killed in this tragic accident. There was a lot of cooperation. You look at the people that put themselves in jeopardy, and it's gratifying to know that people will, at a moment's notice, jump in to help others. That's information that we're looking at for the information we have from the National Weather Service, and we're working working down these timelines as the storm was anticipated to be around 9:15. I want to emphasize that what hit really wasn't a storm; it was a significant gust of wind, and that gust of wind is what upset all of the rigging and structures that were above the stage and caused that collapse.